Welcome to the Daily Rewind. Today's classic moment features the San Francisco Giants and the Milwaukee Braves facing off on April 30th, 1961. The Say Hey Kid, Willie Mays, ties the Major League record of 4 home runs in a single game at County Stadium. I'm going to play you the newsreel and some of the game audio from this unbelievable game that Willie Mays had. And then I'm going to have Willie Mays himself talk a little bit about his amazing career. Now let's get going, and here's the broadcast from April 30th, 1961.
The Braves meet the Giants in Milwaukee, and baseball history is being made by Willie Mays, who faces Lou Burdette in the first inning and promptly smashes his first home run of the day. Only 8 men, including the great Lou Gehrig, have hit 4 home runs in one game. Today, Willie is joining that select circle. The Say Hey Boy was hitless in this series against the Braves until today, but he bounces back with a vengeance. His round tripper in the fourth is a 400-foot belt. The fences are bending today for other players on home run sprees too. Before the game's over, there'll be 10 circuit props, including the incomparable Willie's third blast in the 6th. All hit with everything behind it. The Milwaukee crowd is all for Willie now as he steps in the 8th and proceeds to poke his record-tying homer into the stands. Until today, Willie thought he was in a batting slump. Well, he found the cure by scattering baseballs into the bleachers. It was Mays Day in Milwaukee as Willie found his page in the record book.
I hope you enjoyed that broadcast. I mean, it almost makes you have goosebumps thinking about Willie Mays and watching him play. And you can actually see this video on our YouTube channel. If you go to This Day in Baseball YouTube channel, you can actually see Mays's 4 home runs. He's got such a fluid swing. He plays the game so easily. It's it's just amazing to watch. Now, this is brought to you by thisdayinbaseball.com, and as you know, thisdayinbaseball.com has thousands of classic moments. I mean, if you go to Willie Mays' page, I don't know how many events there are. There have to be 250. There's also an incredible biography written by Bob Cohen. We're so proud of it. But beyond Mays, you can pick a season. You could go to County Stadium. You can go to Warren Spahn or Hank Aaron's page, and you can see their countless memories and moments. It's really one of those things that once you get started, you can get lost for hours checking out events and pages. Now, before we get to Willie himself talking about his amazing career, I just want to give you a quick word from today's sponsor. Are you ready to be your own boss? Are you frustrated with corporate America? Have you found yourself in a COVID job? Do you want to control your own destiny? If you answered yes to any or all of these questions, but don't know where to start, we understand the choices are simply overwhelming. I want you to know I work with people just like you. Franchising Connection has a simplified program to help you. We offer a personalized service to help you find your exit strategy and get you into business ownership that is perfect for you. How do we do this? We work with you to understand what's most important to you, your dreams, your goals, your skills, your personal characteristics. Using your information, I match you with franchises that only fit what you want. We only work with top-rated franchises to provide you with the home run of a match. Now, if you're interested in getting out of your current situation described above, and you'd like to explore business ownership, I am offering you a free consultation to see if this program's a fit for you. You contact Tom at franchisingconnection.com. Now look, I already know you're walking, you're working out, you're driving a car, you're doing something where you can't write this down. I get it. So all you have to do is click the link in the show notes, and you can book a call with me, and I'd love to talk to you and see if I can help you get out of your current situation and into a business that you are just going to love. You can check us out at franchisingconnection.com, and I can't wait to talk to you.
People take it for granted you're the Say Hey Kid, but I never knew where that originated from.
Well, it originated really in New York. When I came from Birmingham, I really didn't know the guys' names, and I just started saying Say Hey, and I was hitting home runs. And in New York, they have to have a title some kind of way, and they gave me I go to Say Hey Kid, So that was what I got started.
I know with respect to your defensive exploits, you don't rate your catches, you just catch them, but yeah. The most famous catch, of course, was the 1954 catch.
That wasn't my best, but that was the one that was in the World Series, and everybody talked about it. So who am I to argue with people? When they like a catch, they like a catch.
There's a long drive, way back in center field, way back, it is gone! Willie Mays just brought this crowd to its feet with a catch which must have been an optical illusion to a lot of people.
When the ball was hit, in my mind, I didn't think I was going to miss the ball. In my mind, I always felt that I could catch a ball regardless of where it went. The only thing I was very proud of, only one guy advanced.
1951. What are your strong recollections from that year?
Going 0 for 12.
At the start?
I'll go going 0 for 12. It was a difficult time for me after hitting 477 in Minneapolis and coming up and came get a base hit. Now, I think that's why a lot of people say, well, gee, you had the talent, but I didn't have the drive. But Leo put the drive into me. I could play the game, but sometimes when you lose a little confidence in yourself, you have to have someone to come along and say, hey, don't worry about it. You're my center fielder, and you will be here as long as I'm here. And that's what Leo told me. He said, don't worry about hitting. Just go out and catch the ball. We got guys to hit for you. Then that's when I started hitting, because I stopped worrying about it, and defense was never a problem. I always could catch the ball. That was no problem. But I think he stole that into me, and I think that's really why I stayed in the majors.
How would you like to be remembered as a baseball player, Willie?
I really don't worry about that, because in my mind I had 22 good years for me. I cannot tell you what other people think. I don't have in my mind that, hey, you played 22 years, you did this, you did that. Well, that's not my thing. If the people feel that I was a good baseball player, that's fine. But how can I rate myself when I'm playing ball? And I never tried that. I don't want to remember myself anyway. I just want to remember that I played 22 good years. Regardless of what I did, I feel that the fans played a big part in my playing 22 years. Because the last 2 years that I played, the writers even gave me those 2 years. When I say gave me, those was gift years. When I said I went from San Francisco to the Mets, as you know, I wasn't the same player as I was in San Francisco, but I just wanted to play as long as I could. Now that was, some people say I played too long, but who are them to say that I didn't still love baseball? And some guys said, well, you should have quit. But I didn't think so. I think I didn't play as bad. My guys are hitting 210 now. I hit 260, 275. Where today that's a superstar. In those days, where you had to hit 265, 270, even get on the ball club. So I thank the writers for just giving me those years, and so they gave me 2 for 20s, and I was very happy about it.
And that's it for today's show. Thanks for listening. As always, the best way you can help us is by spreading the word about This Day in Baseball. You can share us. You can write a review. You can give us a thumbs up, a like, something to help us get seen more and more. And we really appreciate it. Again, this is thisdayinbaseball.com. Check us out, and we'll be seeing you at the ballpark.